Hello and welcome, dear listeners, to a very special moment in Metanoia of the 20s journey. Today, we're venturing into uncharted territory as we kick off our first English episode. This marks the beginning of our pilot season in English, and we'll be exploring the profound transformation of our 20s from a fresh perspective to begin with. Joining us today is a young and vibrant guest, Shreya Singh, my dear friend,
Mhm.
who, like you and me, is navigating life's unpredictable twists, learning, growing along the way. And together, we're gonna be talking about the topic of resilience, redefined, nurturing mental health and life twists. So you can expect our conversation to be super fun, super natural, super fresh. We're going to be sharing a lot of experiences, talking about heartfelt conversations because that's us. We're really good friends, so you're going to get a little bit of that. And that's it. So, Shreya, I leave you the ground to introduce yourself. Thank you for being here.
Hi guys, I'm so grateful that Ale, my dear friend, invited me in this beautiful podcast of her. Like, I really wanted to do it after a long time, but she never invited me. But today, she invited, and I'm really grateful for her. And hi guys, my name is Shreya Singh, and I'm studying law currently in London, and I'm a great friend of Ale.
Yes.
And the fun part is like I met Ale through this uni in London, Royal Holloway University of London, and I never ever thought that will meet a person in so enriched with knowledge, so much with love to give to a friend, and so caring. Like I'm like, to be very honest, that this is like true. I'm not like even buttering her up, but this is very true. Like the day I met, I remember in December, it was the first time like we talked about, like it was the first time I'm talking to a stranger with like lots of information. Like she was loading me with the informations, and I don't know why, I was loving the way that the conversation was going on. Through her story, I was really inspired. I think that's what the turning point was, that I really wanted to be her friend, and I really wanted to be, know her story more. And we after December holidays, we met like a lot of times. We spent like lots of,
Yeah.
like lots. I can't even remember how much, but like every other day, like every second. So yeah, that's my story. That's me and her.
Yeah, that's us for the last year. This is Baby Shreya, everyone.
Yeah.
Baby Shreya podcasting live from very, again, really close to London in the UK. So yes, we're getting emotional here, my dear.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Shrey is like a baby sister to me. She'll always be like, yeah. Don't get emotional, Shreya. Please, we're just starting. Come on, we need to
Never
get
cry.
into it. But yeah, yeah. I really appreciate you being here. And today we're gonna discuss a really special topic that we always used to talk about. Like we used to have this really candid and raw conversations. I remember until 3, 4 a.m. in George Eliot. That's where I used to live in Egem, and we used to talk about so many things in so little time. Like Shreya was saying, like there used to be this 1 year period that for me feels like 10 years that I've known her. Like we've talked about so many things and literally have so many experiences and so many really nice.
I think this topic that we're going to talk about is like our everyday topic.
Yes,
Like as soon as the midnight strikes, like 12 a.m., we start talking about mental health. I don't know why, but it just comes around to that point.
yeah, we're not toxic. That's why we also wanna put this out, dear listeners. We're the healthy kind of girls, like green
The
flags.
greeniest flags, so you know what I mean. But yeah.
Exactly. We're the best on that. So yeah, that's amazing. But to start off, like one of the things that we always used to talk about were our personal experiences on this matter. So to kick off this subject, can you or would you like to share a personal experience or anecdote that you think faced a twist, like a significant twist in your life and impacted your mental health?
Starting from university, that I met with her, and talking about, because university is like a very big step. So as far as I can remember, that I was so excited to join university because, oh wow, new life, new friend, new experience, going, like, I'm an international student, so I was like very much happy that I'm going out abroad. I will have fun. I have no clue that what fun was with me, but at the same time I was like so grateful that I'm, coming out of the country, my own country, and then, making a little home outside your home. So I don't know what I was doing like in September, October. The time went just by. But in November and December, when the UK weather just got stuck, the depression just comes. So it was that time. I think I struggled a lot. I hated university, and I mean, through the smiling faces in social media or in real life, you don't know. You don't tell anyone that how do you feel actually from inside. And that's what I was feeling. Like I was happy outside, but wasn't like fulfilled from inside.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just going like day by day, like however the days are going to the lectures, kind of like just burnt myself out in the routine. But that was my turning or twisting point of my university life, that, oh, I'm becoming an adult. I have to actually live alone. I have to actually build my life alone over here, like making connections, and, oh, what we're gonna do after undergrad, or what's the future plan. All those questions in the night, it like used to haunt me.
Yeah.
And in the next day, it used to, like, level down my confidence and anxiety. The word anxiety I was not, like, familiar with before the university, or even in the COVID times I wasn't like too much familiar with it, because I was happy, wholesome. I was like, just focusing on myself, family. But this anxiety stuff really really got real in uni.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it kind of shook me up and tore my confidence a lot, and it has taken a lot of toll. I'm still building it. I won't say that it's very easy and, oh my god, in just 1 or 2 days you're gonna just boom, it's all gone. I think, yeah, here comes Ale. So when I met Ale, she has also gone like lot of phases with her. So when I heard her story, I was actually inspired by that part, because I was in that phase, and she has been through all the phases, and she was telling me about her life problems, about her life circle, like, oh, you're just young and it's gonna happen again. I mean, I'm not gonna tell that Ali is very old or something like that. She is not old, guys. She is not.
I'm not.
Age is just a number.
Yes,
But
thank you
still,
for the number, please.
age is also a number of experience. I mean, at 20, I can't have an experience of 27 or 25. They're much more mature, experienced. They have actually felt life,
Mm-hmm.
and in the very realist way. So I can't compare to that, but I was like very, very inspired by that, and I really wanted to know how she figured it all out, even though we're still figuring it out,
Yes.
me and her. So it's all us in this. It was very similar. I don't know yet that I haven't, like, figured out that twisted part, but I'm still working on it. It's November again, so wish me luck. And I'm just finding my patience with the time in uni.
Yes. Yes. But Trey, like on this part, like you mentioned a lot of hot topics that I remember we always used to talk about. Like first off, as I always told you, like I think that it's really brave to be able to move out of your house, out of your comfort zone, being so young. Because right now you're 20, but when I met you, you were 19, and you were like so different. Like you were so different. You
Sorry.
no, it's okay. But like you've grown so much in 1 year that it's incredible. Like of course you went through your downs, also your ups, but it's hard like moving abroad, like having this support system that you've always had back home, your family, your lifetime friends, and being able to start over in a new country, like living alone, because also that's important. Like we used to go to the university and there's an accommodation where you can share your house with flatmates. I mean, you have your own room and everything, but you share your house, so you're gonna see people every day. But the thing is that Shreya lives alone, like alone, alone.
Yeah.
And it's kind of depressing. Like the room is beautiful, trust me, I've been there, but like you can see it on the computer right now, or the phone, or wherever you're seeing this amazing podcast that we have.
Guys.
See the beautiful painting she has. See the beautiful aesthetic um, style that this girl has. You can hire her for interior design.
Hire me, and you have to pay me well. So
Of course, if people will pay you. I'm quoting you for this. But the thing is that being like living alone from moment zero, moving abroad and making that change, it's super depressing because you don't see people. Like I've been in your place for like 2 weeks and it's like depressing because you don't see anyone. It's like, am I here? I mean, are people like alive around here? Am I the only one here? I remember a friend of us told me like when we helped you move your stuff to the new room, he was like, "What if you die here? Would someone find you?" And I'm like, "That
what?
that's happy. That's not a
That's
thought.
creepy.
That's nice.
That's 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 I don't know. That's weird.
That's weird." Yeah. But anyway, so the thing is that I think that you're really brave for being able to venture into the new adventure that
Thank
you
you.
went to last year. And not only that, but the thing is that you're going to a whole different country, a whole different language, being so young. And that's what I kept telling you all the time because, yeah, I did the same thing, but and I have my own set of experiences. But at the end, I did it what, being 27? Still young, still beautiful, always. 24.
Sweet 16.
Yes, always. But the thing is that, right, you did this huge change in your life, and obviously it was gonna affect your mental health in one way or the other. So also talking about anxiety here, I feel like we've all experienced that in different ways, in different levels. We also talked about this a lot, and it's how you manage anxiety. And also about this topic, like I remember that we also bond a lot when you mentioned that you went to the gym and you did a lot of exercise. You try to like
Yeah.
around. And the thing that I loved about you is that you don't, I mean, even if you're depressed, even if you feel really down, even if you're just stuck in your room for 2 days, you still got up. Like, that's what I loved. Like, it was like, Ale, I did not talk to you for 2 days because I was super down. I was really, really sad, but still, let's go to the gym. And this girl and me went to the gym when it was pouring down. I remember that we
I love the enthusiasm of us because she knows how much like physique or body, because I used to focus on that, but because of uni, that's where my downfall started. My eating habits changed, I gained weight, and all of these things together took a toll on me.
exactly.
So but still I was accepting myself the way I was, and then still moving forward, because if I don't, there won't be a change.
Yes.
And if I start right now, there will be a change in 2 or 3 months, and it will be again back to my normal. And maybe this time when I go back, I'll know how to manage my timings in uni, or how to manage my social life, because before that I didn't have too much of social life, and now I'm like, okay, meeting people and stuff. But I remember, like, even like me and Ale went down like to the gym sports center, and remember, our sports center is basically a workout itself.
Yeah.
So you go, you come back. If it's a leg day,
Yeah.
God, it's done actually, because we live in hill
Yes.
mountains, so
Yes.
basically that.
After like they going up the hill, that's
And in the
oh
rain, and then also having the discipline and motivation to keep it up in the gym,
yes.
it was way much. And we were trying to eat healthy too, like, Ali was making us like yummy breakfast in the house so that we don't eat outside. So we were all doing our sorts of things, like, I guess, the way I stood up again and again to better myself every day, it was a huge role that Ale and my dear friend Earn from Thailand played, because they were asking me out, and they were like, even though we were still like, not knowing each other that well, but we were still trying to, because it was a feeling of a little bit of to be home, like, it can be home, but we were still trying that we can comfort each other. She was telling her experiences, I was sharing mine. On was telling after a very very while. She listened first, and then she was telling, so it was something different. and it was altogether so much fun. Because of them, I actually go out, I enjoyed myself, I actually wanted to go out, and I saw life as an experience more at that time.
Exactly.
Like, even though I'm sad, I should have an experience of something else.
Yes.
Like, I should go out. Let's be sad in
Let's
London.
be sad in London.
Yeah, let's be sad in London rather than in your home or your room.
Yeah. But that's a thing. That's also a real thing that you're mentioning, and I
See?
want to I want to like bring out the fact that we made our own home outside, like away from home. So
Yeah, and that's what I miss, guys, because they left me. They're all
uh,
post grad people. Oh my god, that
I,
hurts.
I,
But they're gonna come back in December right now, so I'm waiting for that.
yes, I'm just 2 hours and a half away from you. So remember,
Yeah.
we're still,
But this international chick has to pay for visa and stuff, so
I know. But we're meeting back on
I will.
December
I
10th.
think I think one more thing that I have to add is like, okay, fine, I'm not getting too much emotional on our friendship or something like that. Maybe people will call us crazy or something, but I think we found the best friendship.
Yeah,
When I'm saying best, I mean saying
yeah.
best. I mean best friendship.
Best. Yeah, I totally agree. And the thing is that, again, mentioning on that point is making your home away from home. Like, you decide, like, one day I post, like, being this amazing influencer with 200 followers on Instagram and a close Instagram page, but being there, I posted this that was a message that said something like, a home away from home is basically the people you meet. It's not a place, because it's where you feel like you have this supportive system that you create.
You feel
Oh, you feel
safe.
safe, exactly. Like, we have these amazing experiences where we just went walking to the woods. Like, we just like took off our shoes and walked on the lake, and it was like, I don't care what people are saying, like, let's just take off our shoes and walk on the grass. Like, let's just do our
Yeah.
thing.
We did crazy things that I couldn't even imagine that I would do with uni friends. I mean, I thought like everybody would judge or something, or oh, they have some different kind of level or something. But it was something absolutely fucking crazy that I was so sorry for my language, but it was something very
Yeah.
crazy that we used to do. We were actually crazy.
No.
I can't show you clips right now, but if I showed you the clips of the nights that we were actually crying about our mental health and we're still laughing. That's what like was so different about us. And people will call us crazy that oh my god, who spends a lot of time, talking about these topics, or let's just go to parties and stuff. We did went to parties. We weren't like all so boring and everything. We did a lot of stuff, but still we were like so much into the real conversation talkings.
Like,
And I guess we all three matched on that
mhm.
point that we need real connections.
Yes.
And yeah.
Yes, it's all about that. It's not just about like gossiping about something or people. We're just like
Yeah.
relating.
Building each other,
Exactly.
growing with each other, helping out each other. Like right now, she went back to Spain. She's building her life over there, and I'm trying to know her life movements. Like, oh, if
Yeah.
you come back, you're gonna be here with me, and then if I can make it, I'm gonna take my visa and then visit you again. So it's like life building. I'm helping her out, and I'm knowing what she is doing, and I'm knowing what my Thailand Orni is doing right now. Like, yeah, she's struggling in her own times and she's coming out of it, and she is becoming a person that she never thought that she
Yes.
would, but she is becoming. She's growing each and day, and they have seen me grown so much. So I can say I'm so afraid to turn 21 because I feel like 21 is also so near. I feel like everything is so near.
Yeah,
It's so near.
passing by
Oh my
super
god.
fast. But that's the thing, like, each year is a new journey. And like, I used to
Yeah.
tell you, like, when you were turning 20, I used to tell you, like, yeah, I have this podcast that's like turning 20, like your evolution.
Yeah. Only barely 6 months left, or 6 or 7 months
And now
left.
you're
What
21.
the
Exactly. But that's the thing. You were just entering this new evolution time, and you started even before time, because you started like when you were 18, 19, on your own
yeah.
experiences. Because, like, I also admire this a lot, the fact that you're such an independent person. And I used to say this a lot too. Like, if, like, even if you have your struggles, even if you fight with your parents and everything, I used to tell you, like, your parents raised you right. And I like that about you. And same, like I feel like that's how you make a connection. You find people that you don't only have like a topic in common, because what topic like we had in common, like at the beginning, what you study law, you study that, so it's
Nothing.
like nothing. You're from
Law, undergrad. I was from private
yeah,
accommodation there and I was feeling lonely. That stuff.
exactly.
And she was in George Eliot. We didn't even meet till December, but I knew
Yeah,
Earn, and Earn knows
yeah,
everyone.
knows
I'm
everyone.
right. Earn knows everyone. Even if I know everyone, I would act like I
Yeah,
don't know. But she knows, then be aware. If she sees you in the street, she will stop you and say
yeah,
hi.
but the thing is that she doesn't talk to people. Like she's like, hi, how
Yeah.
are
And
you,
then I
and then
have to.
you have to talk to them, because if not it's awkward. But yeah, yeah, good experiences, good things about that. But that's the thing, and I also love the fact that talking and going back, Shreya, please focus, ADHD girl, please.
Yeah, I'm
No,
so
it's okay.
sorry.
Like I love sharing these experiences as well, but let's focus on the fact that people are giving people gossip from us for free. You should subscribe for payment to listen to this kind of thing. But the thing is that talking about these mental health issues, I felt like we also like attracted this kind of people. Like people would listen to us, other friends, like our dear friends also from George Eliot. Like we would talk with our dear friend Akshay as well. So many things. I
I
miss him
miss him.
too.
I don't text him, but I miss
Yeah, it
him.
was fun.
I'm seeing that he is starting some play or
Yes, Akshay, if
something.
you're listening to this,
Yeah.
we saw your stories. We're glad you're becoming more social.
I had a really, really great time
Yes.
talking to him. Like, first ever person or a boy you can say that was really actually
Yes.
talking.
Talking and sharing
I
these
can
deep
say that.
topics with us. It was so
Like, deep,
deep
deep
topics.
topics. Oh my
And we
god.
would share with each other and help each other on that. And back on that thing, like it's creating your own support system. And it's like knowing the person, the friends that you're gonna make for life. Even if you don't talk for a little while, even if you move abroad, even if you just like send a voice note reporting yourself. Sometimes Shreya doesn't like text me in a week, and I'm like, girl, report yourself. What are you up to? Send me pictures. Tell me what's up. Let's make a call.
She sends me like 7 minutes podcast in herself. And then I have to listen
Oh
it
my
into.
gosh, what a sacrifice.
Oh my god.
No, but yeah, so that's the kind of thing you should do, like dear listeners. That's the kind of thing that the kind of friends you should have. I'm sorry, dear listeners is like I feel like I am in Bridgerton. But yeah, so you should that's also
Wait, you're getting
yeah, I'm
ADHD
sorry.
now.
But that's the kind of thing you should find, like your support system, your friends. Find that home away from home if you're abroad, or if you're like dealing with your own thing. Even if you're home, if you're just dealing with anxiety, with your own struggles, just find those people you can rely on, and talk with them, share your problems. If they're actually your friends, they're gonna listen to you. And sometimes you don't need advice, sometimes you just need someone to listen to you. And you have no idea how much that can ease up anxiety, that can ease up a moment where you're feeling lonely, or you just need someone to like cry with, or give you a hug or something like that. That may sound corny, but it's actually what you need. You don't need to like go to parties. I mean, if you do that, that's okay, like not judging, but like also like talk, don't keep up your feelings, don't bottle them up.
Yeah. I guess like one more thing. Like, for example, if you're trying to escape your feelings, it's
Yeah.
gonna get worse in the end. Like, for example, I tried to do that. Like, oh, going out and not dealing with my exact emotions. For few days it was fine. But in the end of the day, when you return back your home or your bed, you're gonna feel every emotion and you're gonna end up like crying again. You're gonna end up like 10 times more sad or more confused or more irritated or more with this anxiety stuff. So I guess the best way is to deal with that. What I have found in my way is to deal that emotion slowly but at the correct pace and at that
Yes.
time, and try to find your trigger points. Like, that's what like helped me, and that's what like also Ali mentioned to me a lot of times, try to find your trigger points. If not, there's no reason if you don't want to spend time with like any person. If you don't, you shouldn't. I mean, sometimes I know that some people are not worth of friendship, or they're sometimes energy draining persons. I don't know if you feel that, but there are people like that. So if you don't want to do that, or you don't want to mingle up with people, don't do that. Maybe you will find something new
Yes.
in you. You know, you will find a home in you, and you'll find something else to comfort in, and hopefully you'll get good people around just to keep your mind
Yes.
sane. But yeah, trying to figure out the trigger points, that really helped me. And I procrastinate a lot. That is why, because I didn't like, this is something new that I didn't knew, that I used to
Yeah.
procrastinate a lot. But this is like something that I figured out right now, because I just always do like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a great day. Oh, tomorrow is like such a auspicious day that I'm gonna do that thing tomorrow. Today just 15 minutes rest, and then it's 12 o'clock, and then it's 1 o'clock in the night, and then it's like, oh boom, I don't have time now. So I can't say that I have overcome it right now because I'm still going through it. I have so much of work, but I would say that one thing that helped me is like trying to breathe and count till 10, and just
Mhm.
remove your focus. Put some good music. Music helps me. So I am trying to put music nowadays, and I feel like the kicking burst and every energy in me, and then I'm like, okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Even I have to clean the room, I just, yeah, let's do it. That's a big
It
task,
is.
guys. So little by little.
It is. It is right. And actually, what you were mentioning, and I also want to start like gathering up like the main points of our conversation, but also dealing with
Yeah.
these mental issues. Aside from talking to someone, you mentioned a really important point that I used to tell you a lot as well. I also fail in that a lot, but I keep that in mind. I try to keep that in mind. But the thing is that even if you have these great friends, even if you have this great circle, if you don't change who you are, if you don't start,
You won't ever feel happy if you're
you
not
need
happy
to
with
start by
yourself.
yourself. Like if you don't change, no one is gonna change for you. Even if you have the best psychologist, even if you have the best therapist.
Therapist, yeah, if you have money and paying for therapist. But
Yes. They're cheap
but
therapists as
yeah,
well, and they're good ones.
this is like a very good point, because this is where people confuse themselves, like, oh, I have my therapist, oh, I have my this person. But whatever the person is saying and you're not doing and you're not feeling it, you won't ever budge from
Yes,
that point. Like, you won't ever grow from that point, like,
exactly.
never.
Exactly. And also on that.
And if you find a good kind of person, like for
No.
example, I'm so sorry to cut in between, because Ali and Earn was like, be happy in yourself, Shreya, because they were also comforting me, but they were also telling me, they were not like, it's okay, like, be yourself and be like this. They were like, be like this for a while, but continuously change yourself, so that in the end you will feel good and we
Hmm.
will all be good. Like, you know what I mean, they were supporting me at that time, but they weren't supporting my
Yeah.
condition, so that the condition will be same through the month. They were like, okay, change yourself, but in a good way, not like, in a bad
Exactly.
way. So if there are friends like that who are gonna support you in changing yourself in a good way, which is gonna help you and which is gonna make you happy, then the
Yeah.
person is correct. I mean, then you have got good
Exactly.
friends. So
Exactly. But that's the thing. Like, you can have someone who will listen to you, someone who will be there for you, and that's amazing. But at the end of the day, you're gonna stay alone. Like, no, it sounds a bit bad, but you're
yeah,
the one who's gonna be with you.
but
Like,
it's true.
if you said like it's good, put music on the background, do your thing. But also a thing that I used to tell you a lot, and that's really hard for me, is be in silence. Like, if you're okay to be in silence with your own thoughts, the thoughts, it means that you're okay with yourself. It means that you can
Yeah.
deal with yourself, that you accept yourself, that you accept your thoughts. Because also a lot of things that we used to talk about were these intrusive thoughts that come to us, that could be about anything, that could be about like
talking about intrusive thoughts. Oh
But
my
it's
god.
true. Like we can. It would be about anything. Like any.
I wish I could have done 2 or 3 intrusive thoughts. And I would be so happy now.
I don't want to know about that, girl. But we cannot talk about that here, please. Afterwards. But
Yeah. Guys, please subscribe if you want a daily podcast or weekly podcast with
yeah,
me.
yeah,
With
we
us.
can do that. We can actually do that, guys. If you'd like to see Shrey on more episodes, like a weekly episodes, we can talk about many things here. We'll see how this goes. We'll see. So listen to the whole
It
thing.
will be
Listen to the
fun.
whole thing. I'm gonna leave a comment down below so you can actually vote if you want to see Shreya more. We can do this weekly. We can actually do this weekly. It's just fun. So well, going back to the topic, ADHD. Um, so the thing is that I lost the thread of thought. Thank you, Shreya. So the thing is that you are gonna be the one who's gonna be with yourself. So at the end of the day, even after this conversation, you're gonna be alone with yourself. And that sucks. But at the same time, if you love yourself, if you learn to accept yourself, first of all, then you're gonna be able to do it. In my case, and we also talked about this a lot because we both dealt with it, body image is a huge deal, like how you look at yourself on the mirror. And I used to tell you, and I can say it publicly because I don't have an issue with that. Sometimes I do, but not now. We're in.
It's still
Yeah, I
vulnerable to
mean,
me,
I
but
couldn't
yeah.
look myself in the mirror. Like at some point in my life, I remember it, and I told you this. Like it was super hard for me to look myself in the mirror. Like I remember I used to wake up. Obviously, I showered and everything, but I didn't look myself in the mirror. It was like I combed my hair and I got out, and I couldn't look myself for like 6 months, and I was like, I don't wanna do it.
But sometimes, it
Yes.
works for some
I
people.
mean, yeah, but at the same time, it's like again, you need to go to the root of the issue. Like that shouldn't happen. Like, I mean, you don't want to look yourself in the mirror. That's okay, but why don't you do? Don't you want to do it? Like that's an extreme, maybe. But at some point, you're gonna say, dude, it's like the face that God gave me. It's the body God gave me. I can work out. I can do my thing. I can improve myself, but it's what I got. Like I gotta work with this. Like I'm sitting right now. I won't stand up because you will not see me how tall I am. But I'm really short. I'm really petite, and Shreya is actually tall. She has a really good stature, like height. So I was like, Shrey, if I could like have your height, it would be so great. But on all our pictures, is like I'm this dwarf little girl, and she's like this tall, elegant lady. So I'm like the Indian princess. It's like I cannot change that. I will not change that. And I have accepted my height, for example. I have accepted the way I am, and I'm good with that. And I need to be good with that because if I'm not, then I'm gonna be unhappy the rest of my life. So that's the same thing. Also, for example, with the English thing, we're not native speakers, and I cannot pretend that I don't have an accent. I do. I speak Spanish, so I will have an accent, and I need to accept that. I will not have the perfect language, the perfect voice. And
Like, this stereotype is like too much. Like, oh my god, you're from India or you're from Spain, or you shouldn't have this English accent or something like that. Guys, come on. If you live in certain areas or if you talk with certain people, you have to sometimes build a certain
Mhm.
accent. This is like very hard to get right now because you're not living at the same place or with same people, because sometimes they don't get it when you
Yeah,
normally speak in your accent. If you say something like, I normally say law, but I first say low, so they'll get it. Like, they'll get it more. Like, it sounds funny, but it sounds funny in
yeah.
my head, but they get it. Like, this is so funny. This happened to me last week, so I was just laughing inside. So yeah, guys. So it's just like a stereotype, and I think the time that you spend in an area, it will definitely
Yeah,
change your accent, definitely change your lifestyle, definitely change
yeah.
your habits all
But
over.
again, like, just do your thing. Like, if you like, I used to tell you guys sometimes my accent, if
Don't give a fucking
exactly,
flies to anyone.
don't give a little
That's my
rat's
quote.
ass about what anyone thinks. If you have an accent, if you want to say tomato, if you want to say tomato, do whatever you want. Like, exactly. At least you
Say
speak a
it.
couple of languages, dude. How many languages do you speak, huh? But anyway, but yeah, going off topic again, again.
Sorry.
So
Get to the main
Going to the main point,
point.
we're gonna sum it up a little bit because we're running a bit out of time. But I'd like to give a couple of advice uh, in general. So about mental health, guys, what I suggest, first off, you need to accept yourself. Sounds funny, like, yeah, I can say, like, yeah, accept the face that God gave you. You're not gonna change it. Even if you do plastic surgery, your children, if you have them, are gonna have your genetics, so it's gonna show up one way or the other. So you need to accept yourself and love yourself for who you are, and accept the fact that that's how you are, and you need to be okay with that, on the physical way and also on your personality and your character, because that's something that has been brought up by your parents. That's something that you have gotten through the years with your own upbringing and things that you of the people you have known. But your responsibility, and here's the main point I want to make, your responsibility is with yourself. You cannot just like say, yeah, I'm like this and this is the way I am and people have to accept me. No, like if you see you have flaws, like I used to tell Shreya this metaphor. If you have if your foot is broken, you can just like cover it up. You can just say like, yeah, it's broken, but I can still like walk my way around.
That was the somewhat like hardest thing someone said to me
But it
as
needed to
well.
be said. So yeah, it's true. Like if your foot is broken, if you have an injury that you can actually like live with, kind of, you can bandage it, you can put something there, but you realize that the wound is still gonna be there. So you need to take care of it, and you cannot do it by yourself. Sometimes you need a little bit of help. So yeah, it could be a little bit expensive, but there are options. So my suggestion is look for help. If you cannot pay a therapist, then look for help in your support system, in your family, in friends, and look for those red flags. Cut off the people that need to be cut off, and please.
Guys, this is the biggest thing that me and Alec want to say right now. The person that you feel like is the good, 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 good. He is not. Just spend a little more time, sis. You're gonna know. You are
Yeah,
gonna know. Like literally. Don't fall for anyone. I mean, bullshit love at first sight.
it
This
is.
is all bullshit, guys. You should literally spend time
No.
and get it done, sis. So don't go because some boys are like saying something else to someone else and they're pretending so nice in front of some girls, and they're showing other side of themselves to the others. So it's kind of confusing times we are living in, so we have to be protective, okay? We have to be in the bubble. Be with your girlfriends,
Yes.
change your gender. Don't do.
Don't do that. Not that last thing, but the advice was good until the last part. But yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
girls, like
so
realize, look at the red flags on guys, relationships, like love relationships, but also friendship relationships. Realize who's good for that, for you, who's actually gonna listen to you, who's not. Just gonna say it. Who's not like lost in their own egomania. Like look,
yeah, get it, slay.
yeah,
Played way too hard.
yeah, yeah. That's true, Shreya. That's true. But it's true. Look for those people and get the help you need from them, and then do it for yourself. Realize that you need to fix yourself, and the only one who's gonna be able to do it is you. Find tips. Good. Go for ebooks. There, are, like we have found so many ebooks on YouTube for free. Like I remember, this is just small. Please don't. Let's not go off topic. But Shreya recommended me the religious book from India, and I actually listened to the whole thing on English, obviously. The Bhagavad Gita, right? Yeah, Bhagavad Gita.
Bhagavad Gita, yeah.
I listened to the whole thing because also the spiritual issue. We also talk about this a lot. I don't want to like drag this too long because I
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's have another
Exactly.
podcast for
We have
religious
talked
stuff.
about
So
this just so you know, and you actually listen to that podcast as well because it's coming. But we were friends like with Ern, Shreya, and me. The funny thing is, Ern is Buddhist. Shreya is from India, so she's Hinduist. Is that how you say it? Hinduism, yeah. But you're a
Hinduism,
Hinduist
yeah,
or Hindu? Hindu. You're, yeah, I'm sorry.
Hindu.
And I'm Catholic.
That's okay.
So have a conversation about that. 3 a.m. We're done. 4 a.m. we're done. Or we just like stay until the sunrise. That's the kind of thing we used to do. And the beautiful thing about that is we brought up the best things out of every experience we've had, religiously, psychologically, in every way. And that was beautiful. Like it was beautiful. So also look out for your spirit. Like, I'm not saying go to become religious, but look out for your spirit because we're made out of that. Like, we're made out of the physical, we're made out of the mental, the emotions, but also the spirit. So, yeah, like, go be yourself, go love yourself, and look out for the red flags and look for help.
Guys, the only flag that would work is this one. Wait,
Show
wait,
it
I
to me,
can show
show
you
me.
this. Wait, I'm gonna show you my ID though, but someone. It's a dog with a cigar and the
It
sunglasses.
looks
You see
amazing.
how cool it is.
That's the
So
only red flag that you
be
can
with
accept in
that.
your life. You see the cigar and the sunglasses on a dog? That's cool. So cool.
So cool.
But see it on a
So not
person?
red flag.
No, no. No, no. Go away. Run away.
Better run away,
Don't
sis.
go there. Ego is no go go. No go go for ego. Go for good people.
She kind of
Yeah,
turning into a baby right now.
please.
So let's just
Yeah,
end
Shrey.
with our
So thank you so
conversation.
much for joining me on this first episode. Let's hope it goes well. Let's hope people are gonna listen. We're actually really good on our timing. So if you want to close up with a phrase or something you want to say, and then we're done.
I would say, oh my god, it's hard when you say a person like it's something like, oh my, I'm talking too much. Wait, I would say don't give a fucking fuck to anyone. Like, no, give to some person. Like, it's necessary to give to people. But yeah, somewhat don't give to people. So it's kind of difficult, but you have to choose. You do you. And it's you versus you. So do that. Be calm. Um, make good friendship. I hope that you have real conversation with real persons and not some shallow type and egoistic persons. Or it's not that me and Ali are
No, no.
emphasizing on egoistic persons, but we're just telling you that it's just harmful. Like, we're on a mental well-being podcast, so I'm just telling you that, yeah, find your person. And I hope you all have a good time. And yeah, love you guys. And if you wish to see me and her and
Sure.
us and earn
Yeah.
as friends podcast, so
Let us know.
let me
Please
know.
comment below. You are gonna find us on every.
See, you guys have to know we are so fun, okay? Just subscribe and just listen to the podcast and just beg this podcast owner to host another
Of
show that I
course,
can
we're
shine
gonna
in.
present with our princess from India, the famous Shreya Singh. Everyone, thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Don't forget to subscribe,
Thank you
click the
guys.
like button. You're gonna find us on every social platform. And yeah, see you and hear you on the next time. Bye bye.